In a fast-moving market where homes are receiving multiple offers, it's important for you to visit with your real estate agent and your lender to determine all of your options. Justin Kolling, a real estate agent at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties, and Chris Grettum, a personal banker at American Federal Bank, are here to explain how a bridge loan could give you that competitive edge you may need when buying a home. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So Justin, let's start with you. We're looking at the real estate market that no one else has witnessed before. I mean, it's been crazy. So can you give us an update on how our local market is?
Yeah, so right now, obviously you keep hearing it's a fast market, and it truly is. Now, people correlate a fast market to, low inventory or no inventory, there's no houses to buy. Well, right now, that's not the case. Right now, there's plenty of houses to buy. The biggest thing that we're seeing is that we have such a big buyer pool because the rates are super low right now, and maybe some first-time home buyers didn't have the down payment. Well, with the stimulus that came out last year, now they got extra cash to play around with. So now they're in the market, now they're all competing against all these houses that are there. So it seems like there's low inventory, but really it's just a fast inventory. And we're seeing a lot of multiple offers, first, second, third days on the market. So being competitive and being ready is very, very important.
Yeah, that's still happening. That's just crazy. So what can be a deciding factor, though, when sellers are looking at multiple offers?
Yeah, obviously price is one of the biggest determining factors, but you look at financing and then also contingencies. If a buyer's coming in and you want to be competitive and you don't have your house ready to be on the market, that could put you at the bottom of the pile. So just having all your ducks in a row and being ready, so knowing that the market is fast.
Right. Chris, let's go to you. How can buyers make their offers more competitive?
So typically a buyer's coming in a buy-sell scenario where they're getting contingent financing because oftentimes you're dependent on the sale of your own house for the equity to put down on your new home. That's kind of been the standard.
Okay.
But when you're running into multiple offers, it's kind of trying to be a little bit more unconventional to separate yourself a bit from that. One option that you can look at is that bridge loan, which is basically temporary financing that you can use either towards a down payment or sometimes for the whole purchase itself. Bridge loans can come in different ways, different options, whether it's collateral with different land. So those are conversations you just want to have with your banker beforehand, and then just know what your options are.
Okay, let's talk about getting pre-approved, because we talk about not being ready maybe, but someday down the road you're thinking, I am going to sell my house and so I want to be ready. So what can we ask our lenders to help us get a more competitive pre-approval?
So prior to this, with rates being so low and a lot of buyers coming into the pool, you're seeing more offers.
Yeah.
The standard was kind of, I'm going to get pre-approved. It's going to be contingent on my sale. That was it. And that was all you were really talking to with your banker. Now you're asking the questions. You have to disclose everything. Let them know what all your assets are. Let them know what all your income sources are. Ask the question, can I get approved non-contingent and contingent just in case if I'm in a competitive situation? At least if I like a house, if I can come in with a non-contingent offer and that's going to be the difference. That's just another thing to have in your toolbox.
And how do they go about doing that? How should they, people are probably like, yep, I want to get more information on this. And how do they get in touch with you, and how do they go about getting
For me personally, it's just, visiting our website, AmericanFederalBank.com, or you can call me directly. And for anyone else, it's just calling your banker, reaching out to them, talking out the scenario, going through the process of applying, getting them your assets, your income, just kind of getting all those ducks in a row, having a really good conversation, because we're also advisors in this thing too, advising them on what steps should we take, should we go in with and that's where Justin comes in with, should we go in with a non-contingent offer, or should we go in with a contingent offer?
Yeah.
Because they know the market, they know the houses, they know how fast they're going.
Absolutely, and working hand in hand, the two of you would be in everyone's best interest. So,
yes.
And how do people get in touch with you then as well, Chris? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, they can get a hold of me, 701-200-1431, or go to kollingproperties.com.
And it's Justin.
Yes.
Sorry about that. Great information. As always, just love having you on, so we really appreciate you being with us.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys. All right, don't go anywhere. Coming up on today's show, we're talking to Bethany about their Senior of the Year event.